Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Friday market webcast. Okay, daily chart. We talked yesterday that the 50-day was going to be important, and that the bulls really had the opportunity to take control of the tape. They did. They took out the twin 07s, 4407s. They took out the 21 halves. They finished strong. Traded as high as 44.3725. Pulled it back a little bit last night. Pulled it back to 26.25. I know this because I had a 28 stop on one of our longs from yesterday. So we had two longs in the room yesterday, along with a worst entry of 43.97 off of the open, and along with a worst entry of 44.08. So it was a day where we got profits taken and let runners work, one for 30, one for 20, but it came back and took us out at 28, and then it proceeded to go ahead and do 49. Which is annoying, but not quite as painful when you just sleep through it. So for today, we have to start thinking about the last, or I should say the next key area up at 72. That was when we tested the daily midband back on the 27th of September, and then they brought it in. That was a fairly pronounced lower high. We've now broken above this whole trend line thing that people were trying to draw with a crayon or whatever. We're above that now. And it's really up to the bulls to engage the upper Bollinger Band up at 44.61 and see just how much momentum they have to the upside here. You've got the low, you got the higher low. You have these two looks, 17 quarter and 1875. From Tuesday and Wednesday, and that's proving to be the support zone that they launch things up and over on. So hourly chart, so that was the bottom of this box here and here. Once they've broken out of the box, which is just a consolidation zone, but I don't draw a lot of rectangles around two-day consolidation zones, he tried to say. And the reason I did that at the time, and the reason I did it for the people in the subscriber room, is because whoever won that box was going to get the next leg. Looks like that. Bulls won the box. Bulls get the next leg. I was pretty impressed with how they took out both of the twin 07s and the 21 half. So as far as today is concerned, you got volume weighted average price sitting at 40. Proprietary moving average, 5-minute mid of 42.43. The hourly mid band is 37.36. This is one of these days where I would expect a little bit of consolidation. And then if it's anything but the bears coming in wanting to knock things down, they're just going to keep grinding it to the upside. This is one of these moves that's just going to grind. If it wants to continue to grind to the upside, if the bears don't show up in a big way and really push people out of these long positions, then what the longs are going to do is they're just going to slow bleed, slow drip, slow grind everybody to the upside. You can be long, you can stand aside, or you can fight it like a lot of people I'm sure did yesterday and get your ass handed to you. You can do that. But if the bears don't show up ready to go, they're going to get bled to the upside on a Friday. So be very mindful of how this thing opens up. So for me, if that 37 holds, if that hourly midband holds, and you see any kind of a move up to 49 to test that 50, if it gets over the top of 50 and holds 50, they can go test that 77 today, or 79 rather. That can happen today. Door number 3 really is just, okay, we broke out of the box, we're up here, we're tired, it's Friday, and we're going to chop it up. If we do that, then we won't be trading much today. And we don't need to. The new setup format is really working well for people. Knowing that this is where you got to get in, whether it was off the open, and we had a couple other ones before that. We were short. we got our, we had it, we had our risk out, we got stopped out even, but once off of yesterday's open, it demonstrated that it could not hold 94, and it got down, and what it did was it tested our proprietary moving average very early on, and it held it at 90. So the move back up through 94, 95 says, okay, we got to go, we got to get into it. But the ability to go ahead and put that flip setup out there and say, look, you got to be in by 97. This is where you have to be. It gives you something to aim for. So, whether you're in at 96 quarter or the 96s, or where you got 97, or even if it was 97.25 or 97.5, the purpose of that worst entry being posted in advance is to give you a number to really aim at. As something comes in and tests the marker was 95, as something lifts, to get into that. And we'll talk about that in detail in the 2 trainings that I'm doing next week. We're doing a paid subscriber training in the chat room October 19th at 12 noon. That'll be recorded for members. And in the free Facebook group on the 21st, 12 noon, we're going to do a live training in the Facebook group as well. So next week, we're going to do both of our trainings. And we'll get into that, and we'll get into the mechanics of it and the execution of it. And just keep honing it and making it better and making it better. All right, everybody have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic weekend. Be safe, be healthy, take care, trade them well. Talk to you Monday.